SanJuanRegional.com with the latest health information and resources to help you live life better here.
Hi, I'm Megan, host of Radio Free Saturday Morning, the eclectic music mix beacon of the Four Corners and worldwide. Tune in to discover new music and to revel in the more familiar with no rules on genre, form, or novelty. Learn more about the origins of songs, the lives of the musicians that made them, and a wide array of interesting facts in general. It's freeform radio at its finest. Hear what you rarely hear anywhere else here on Radio Free Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Saturday on KSJE.
KSJE is supported by the University of Denver Graduate School of Social Work Four Corners program. Proud to offer a Master's of Social Work degree in the Four Corners community. Application for the 2022-2024 cohort is open. Classes are taught Fridays and Saturdays in Durango. Find out more by emailing Janelle.Doughty, D-O-U-G-H-T-Y, at du.edu or at du.edu/socialwork/Four Corners. Wednesday morning here on KSJE, and it's time to check in with Ron Price, the noted author of the Life in the Sandbox series of books, because every Wednesday at this time we learn about life in the sandbox. Ron, good morning.
Good morning, Scott. It's how I mark my calendar, by the way.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
From this segment?
Oh, yeah.
I don't blame you.
Thank you. I'm sure I'm not alone either.
That's right. There you go. It's Ron Price Day.
No, it's Scott Michlin.
No.
Ron with Scott Michlin Day is what I meant. Stop it.
Gotcha. Well, today we are going to be talking a little bit about listening, I believe, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And again,
something I'm accused of not doing well, sometimes.
What was that?
Sometimes I walked right into it.
Yeah, not that.
Walked right into it.
The Sandbox.
Yes.
Is about getting along, playing nice with others, which sometimes is trickier than at other times, and with certain people it's trickier.
True.
Than with other people.
Sometimes I want to throw sand at them.
Don't you, though?
From the sandbox.
And there are some people that you're not going to get along with no matter what. Now, again, typically those are the most hurting people among us. I think we've talked about that in a prior episode.
Yes.
But there are steps we can take, practices we can implement to increase the chances that we are going to get along well with others. And one of the main ones is to be a good listener. Now, Scott, if you think about people that you admire, people in your life that you respect, would you consider them to be good listeners or poor listeners?
I would say that they are good listeners. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I feel like I've been heard when I talk to these people.
Thank you. Because that's a need that you have, that I have, that anyone within the sound of our voices has. We want to be listened to. We want to be understood. So the Covey Corporation in the 7 Habits talks about 5 levels of listening, and you're gonna recognize these. You've seen them in other people, Scott. You've not done some of these.
Probably not.
The lowest level is ignoring. Have you ever been talking to somebody and you know they are totally ignoring you? Don't mention any names, and please don't point since I'm the only one in the studio. But you know when you're being ignored. Is that a positive, sure, fun, uplifting feeling?
Never.
No. Never. Thank you. Good answer. And we've done it. Come on, you tell me you've never ignored somebody, folks. Liars Anonymous meets on Thursday nights at the Civic Center. That's a lie. Ignoring is the lowest level of listening. Don't do it. The next level, I guess I would say, is less bad. I wouldn't say it's good. It's pretend listening. And again, Scott, I think, if I gave you time, I don't know about on the moment, but if I gave you time, you could think back to times when you know somebody was pretending to listen to you, right, but they weren't. Am I right about that?
Yes.
Again, is that a positive? Does that make you want to spend more time with that person and hang out with them? No, not really. No. We've all done it. It's bad. I sound so judgmental, but I will. It's bad. Pretend listening is not a good way to play nice in the sandbox. You don't like it when people do it to you. Don't do it to others. The next one is selective listening. Again, less bad, not good. Scott, have you ever been talking to somebody about a vacation you took or a movie you saw or a book you read, And the next thing you know, you're talking about a vacation they took, a book they read, or a movie they saw. I see you nodding over there. Yeah. They selectively listened and then stole the conversation. Oh, yeah, I did that. And then, boom, because they want to be heard. And, you know, when I do that anymore, I'll sometimes, depending on the situation, say, you know, I didn't get to finish. Could I just share? And then we'll go to yours. And most people say, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And sure.
Right.
Most of the time, I'll just say, oh, really? Tell me more. You know, if they don't want to listen to me, I don't want to waste my breath. You know, it's not that I'm so important. It's just that if they don't want to listen, why would I?
Yeah, but you were sharing that because you felt that it was something important to share with that other person, and they have now moved on or made it back about them, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. And they selectively listened until they could pull the conversation, wrest it out of your hands, if you will, out of your mouth, and put it in theirs. Don't do it. Don't do it. The next one is a lot less bad. It verges on good. It's called attentive listening. Now that sounds good, doesn't it?
It does sound good.
Attentive listening.
Right.
The problem is you're attentive still from your own perspective. What do you want to know about what the person is sharing? What questions do you want to ask so that you can be better informed? Not necessarily what the person wants to talk about, say, or be understood about. So again, if you please don't ever do ignoring, pretending, or selective. Attentive will win friends and influence people.
We're getting there.
I love that book, by the way, Dale Carnegie.
Yes, right.
He could have titled his book "Play Nice in the Sandbox," and I could have titled mine "How to Win Friends and Influence People." It's a great book, Dale Carnegie. If you haven't read it, read it. If you've read it before, read it again. I wish everyone would read that book. I listen to it most days. I've got it on my phone, and as I'm driving in the car, I'm listening to that book, just picking up some good basic tips for how we need to deal with each other. So
when your radio's broken and you can't listen to KSJE, I understand what you're saying.
Of course, that's what I meant. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Thank you. Good catch.
Where was I? I was listening. I was listening.
The top level is empathic listening. Some call it empathetic listening, not pathetic listening. Empathetic listening, listening from the speaker's point of view, focusing on not just their words but their heart. What do they want you to understand about whatever it is they're saying? Scott, the people that you really like to hang out with, the people that I so admire and appreciate, are empathic listeners. They show they care, they demonstrate it by truly focusing on you or me and listening with everything they've got to everything we want to share. Empathic listening is a goal worth striving for, I promise.
Very true. And you know they've heard you.
Yes.
That's how you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You can feel it. You can feel it.
So, there you go. Good advice. Ron, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Scott. Thank you.
Appreciate it. That's Ron Price. He joins me every Wednesday with another lesson about life in the sandbox right here on KSJE Farmington. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center, a community-owned and operated hospital. Here for you when you need us. From emergency care to routine checkups and screenings, caregivers are here and ready to provide the safe, high-quality care you need close to home. Online at sanjuanregional.com with the latest health information and resources to help you live life better